And final question, are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future of race in the United States?
I'm optimistic. I have to be. Because when I look back to 1945, the Southern sheriffs, governors, congressmen, attitudes of people.
Yeah, 1 second to let. Needs a muffler. Mm-hmm.
Let's wait a little bit. May have stopped at the light.
Oh yeah, it's good.
You think he's gone?
Okay.
Okay. You're saying that you feel optimistic.
Yeah, it's amazing. Never in my wildest dreams could I have predicted confidently that we would be as far from what was going on then as we are now. The population obviously has changed. We're still getting into the wrong wars. I'm not sure that people take politics seriously. I'm not satisfied with the Congress. Certainly we've had some real duds for president. But overall, it was pretty rough in the South. The Secretary of the Navy was concerned for my personal safety and had appointed someone to be responsible, more or less, for that. That isn't in the book simply because that person wasn't available to provide whatever information would be needed by a professional historian.
But the fear was that
there was still a lot of lynching going on, and juries getting away with it. We still had a long way to come. Remember the civil rights laws and the voting rights and all of this came pretty much around the time I retired from the Navy. Truman's desegregation of the armed forces executive order came a few months before I started my senior year. Didn't help me very much. We've come a long way. The Academy, just think of the numbers. The Academy has been running roughly about 25% minority since about 1990. They've had time to learn how to deal with this. And 17% female. And both of these were just impossible to even imagine back in 1945, and certainly not in 35. We have, it's just like with the Jewish people. When I was here in Washington, the country was very, very anti-Semitic. The Jews couldn't patronize hotels, Miami Beach in particular, the Catskills. They weren't welcome in Europe, hardly anywhere. And now they are our biggest allies, or we are their biggest allies. You know, it's fantastic. And I thought when Congress first gave President Bush a blank check with regard to the invasion of Iraq. I remember in 41, even after the Japanese had just completely wiped out the fleet at Pearl Harbor in a sneak attack, there were still conservative Republican congressmen and senators who voted against the war. And nobody stood up this last time. There's Vandenberg, Senator Vandenberg, Taft, this guy's name, Lindbergh, and so forth. But somehow or other, the concept that the American president would ever take us into a preventative war, I just don't understand.